translation provided by me, especially for you. Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, 19,341 feet high. For reference, the stratosphere is 1,000 feet high. So we'll be climbing 19 times the stratosphere in about 7 minutes today. The trip in real life takes 6 days, 50 miles. There's no hotels, no electricity, no running water. The first 4 days of the hike are relatively easy. We hike about 3 hours, 3,000 vertical feet each day. Full meals, cooked by the chef, comes with us, brings the food up for us. A fantastic opportunity. Day 4, however, is the critical day, summit day. We've hiked a little bit, taken a long nap, and just before midnight, you're awakened, you head over for cookies and tea, check your gear, make sure you have hiking poles, strap yourself into your pack, make sure that your straps really are good, check that you have water in your camelback, and you start hiking. Yeah, you're going this fast. To go 4,000 feet. 4 times up the stratosphere is what we're trying to do, starting at midnight. It is completely dark. We are starting at 15,500 feet. At this altitude, the FAA requires that pilots and flight crew have oxygen. We don't. And we're going even higher up to 19,341 feet. So we're doing this in the dark, but we're so high up that the stars are clear and as close as you will ever see them. We can't appreciate that view right now, though. We have to follow the lights of the headlamps that show us the way to Uhuru Peak, our final destination. But once you start going, because there's almost no oxygen, all you look at is a 2-foot by 2-foot light ahead of you, illuminated by your own headlamp. And the only thing you hear is your breathing and the sound of your foot on the scree below you. After hours of hiking, and you have no idea what distance because you can't see the path behind you, you see a sign. Halfway there. We're at 17,000 some odd feet. And you're like, oh, great place for a breather, a break. It's frozen. I have an insulated hose and it was frozen. So we have backup water, no problem. Oh, I have a power bar. It's frozen. Thank God for runner's scoop. So we continue on, and every step gets smaller, and it's so much harder, and every breath is an effort, and you're not just walking. You've become a 4-legged animal by using your poles to drag yourself forward. And one person in your party, me, sees spots. I'm getting weak. I'm falling asleep. The only thing I want to do right now is fall asleep on this godforsaken mountain. And I know that if I do, I will die. So I push just one step further. And there's a rock. Oh my God, a rock, my savior. I'll just sit here, I'll curl up, I'll go now. But I can't do that. My fiance looks at me and he says, are you gonna make it? You're not going to make it. He's a certified wilderness first aid instructor. He says, you are not going to make it. You are showing signs of acute mountain sickness. You are going down. Hello? You're going down. Okay. So my assistant guide hooks me arm in arm. We go Keystone Cop style down the mountain. He's supposed to keep me from falling, see? And with every 500-foot drop, every 1,000-foot drop, my lungs open, my mind becomes clear. The only cure for acute mountain sickness is to get down. and we're running down out of the mountains. And finally, the darkness fades to purple, to blue, and we curve around the mountain, and all of a sudden the blue is gone, the purple is gone. It is a field of yellow and amber stretching before me, the way something only in Africa can do. And a cloud of white wraps around the golden sun, forming the eye of a dragon about to pounce. By this time, I am hysterical, I am laughing, and I am crying, and I don't know why. We hit the bottom, we head down, and I realize the next day that I have failed. We spent months training, thousands of dollars getting over there, and I didn't even hit the peak. If we were the Olympics, I would be bronze or silver. And we'd go down to the camp, and everybody else who had gone up with us, oh, I made it! My guide dragged me, I puked all the way. I made it, and I am dying inside. 2 days later, though, we hear some other stories. Somebody got helicoptered off the top. He's in a hospital in Kenya. Somebody else didn't get helicoptered. They just got carried down because there was no reason to helicopter them. They had died on the mountain. And that's when I said, I did not get silver, I have gold. A golden memory that just me and my guide have.